This again is the CNN News 18 mega exclusive. Now, top intelligence sources has told CNN News 18 that the United States has denied India's extradition request for David Coleman Headley, charge-sheeted by NIA multiple times. In 2010, India first requested Headley's extradition, but the United States rejected it, citing the term of his plea agreement. In 2011, again, India renewed its extradition request, which was again rejected by US. Now, in 2013, India made a fresh extradition request, emphasizing that Headley's testimony was crucial for the trial of Abu Jundal, another accused in the Mumbai attacks. Now, the United States again refused this particular appeal. Now, in 2016, India's National Investigation Agency submitted a fresh extradition request highlighting new evidences. The United States did not comply. The US has consistently maintained that Headley's plea agreement. So, I'm now joined by Siddhant. Siddhant, what is possibly the reason for denying this extradition of David Coleman? Because right now, when we talk about David Headley, he is one of the prime accused, and the United States also know about it. What are the excuses or the reason that is being cited by United States to not go ahead with his extradition?
Well, look, what is the reality? Nobody knows that. But since we have been covering this case and we have been tracking it, as I earlier pointed out, that United States is afraid that if Headley would be handed over to India, then he could spill the beans, because many reports, not Indian media outlet have reported this, but international media outlet have reported this, that there is a suspicion that David Headley was double agent, was working both for CIA and ISI and perhaps maybe for other intelligence agency of the world. And he was an American citizen, but his origins were in Pakistan, and perhaps he had spent enough time in Pakistan, and in fact his activities in Pakistan is perhaps was with the terror groups and engaging with the terrorist organization. US has sentenced Headley to 35 years in prison, and perhaps that's the reason that they give, that they cannot send him back to India, or perhaps they cannot extradite him. The US-India extradition treaty excludes the political offences and offences punishable by death. Also, these European countries and American and America sharing each time around raise question on the standard of Indian prisons whenever it comes to extradition, and about human rights violation, torture and cruel treatment, etc., etc. So that is something which is a very standard protocol which they follow whenever it comes to any extradition request, whether it's courts in London or maybe in Washington or New York. They consider that human values and human rights violation and the standards of the Indian prison. But these are these things, these domains can be worked out. They can sit with the Indian side and tell that, look, these things you have to take care before extraditing them. But not once the efforts have been made, genuine efforts have been made, and perhaps this is the reason that 2010, 2011, 2013, 16, each time around the extradition requests have been put up by the Indian side, but not once US has agreed to extradite him. And perhaps they also give that we have a very vibrant law enforcement procedure, and the procedure needs to be followed. It's not like that today we'll order and somebody would be sent back. That is also something that they cite each time around. I mean, look at the case of the Tahabbur Rana. Despite the evidence, and he was a small player in the entire chain, but despite that, he hasn't been extradited yet, and there are a lot of legal issues which are coming in the way. So this particular angle has come up because US could ask for an extradition of Vikas Yadav, and perhaps US should also introspect how they have behaved with India when India needed India's most wanted.